San Antonio pastors and church members came out in force to protest the so-called anti-discrimination ordinance. The reason, while it provides new protection for sexual minorities, it also severely threatens religious liberty. When the city council passed it on September 5th, believers across the city were stunned.
The right for us to speak out and say, I disagree, it doesn't sound right. Now we're labeled a hater, a bigot.
They want special rights, but in doing so, they stifle the rights of Christians.
It's quieting us and not letting us allow us to express our faith.
Councilman Carlton Sowles, a no vote, says it was a rush job.
We only had one meeting, one public discourse. It wasn't televised. Anytime we are going at light speed to do something that's unpopular, it throws a lot of red flags.
For San Antonio's faith community, the red flags look like this. The ordinance criminalizes those with a biblical view of sexuality, as it forbids bias against homosexuality or bisexuality. Those charged and declared guilty face a Class C misdemeanor on their record and fines of up to $500 a day. Also, the ordinance specifically forbids appointed officials on city boards from showing any bias.
It simply says, thou shalt not discriminate against these people. You have no way of knowing what is discrimination and what's not.
Attorney Alan Parker has worked to analyze and explain the ordinance for San Antonio's churches. Bottom line, he says, it is vague and unclear, but he believes it can and will be used against those, especially in the business world, who disagree with unbiblical sexuality.
The leverage of the city to pressure any business into caving in is enormous.
Even Councilman Sowles is warning people of faith.
If you're a small business owner operating within the city limits of San Antonio, or you're a business owner who wants to do business with the city, you need to tread carefully.
CBN News spoke with key church leaders who say until now, San Antonio's Christian community was asleep at the wheel. Case in point, less than 7% of registered voters turned out in May for city elections.
Politics in San Antonio have been low-keyed, and there's never been any troubles. And so most people had quit voting.
After jump-starting opposition to the ordinance and failing to persuade the city council, these pastors and their congregations say they are motivated now to push back.
And we're starting to speak. I guarantee you it won't be quiet anymore. We're sort of baffled by this, but I truly believe this is an awakening call for the church.
For African-American churches, there is outrage over gays equating their issue with civil rights.
They have no right to piggyback on the right of sacred suffering that people went through in the civil rights movement. They have no right to do it.
And for Latino churches chock full of immigrants, the new law is a haunting reminder of what they left.
We have some that are budding business people, and all of a sudden they feel themselves with the same angst they felt when they came from their countries, when evangelicals have always been put on aside and on the periphery. They tell me that that's the same gut feeling they get when they hear this ordinance.
Youth pastor Gabriel Colmenero says his high schoolers, many who lead school Bible clubs, are now unsure about what they can and cannot say.
They're asking me, hey, what do we do now, Brother Gabe? Well, we were going to start praying about that and how to teach them what to do.
If non-discrimination laws can pass in places like San Antonio, a city well known for its family values and churches, the thinking is these laws can pass anywhere. And that may be exactly what LGBT activists have in mind.
I was shocked that it was passed because in my mind I was thinking, hey, you know what? There's a lot of conservatives here.
For now, these San Antonio pastors say they're well aware that there's a spotlight on their city.
I've now had emails from 50 states. I have people saying, we're praying for you. Please keep this up.
Those who oppose the ordinance may push for a citywide referendum on the issue or a vote to recall council members, or both. Lawsuits are also expected from both sides.
If we don't fight this thing with everything we got, our rights will be taken away and our mouths will be muzzled, and that just can't happen. That can't happen in the land of the free.
What's not escaping Herrera and others, the fact that this battle is taking place in the city that still remembers the Alamo, a city known for fighting for its freedom against all odds. Reporting in San Antonio, Heather Sells, CBN News.